Hey guys, today we are rebuilding this STX rear derailleur. This one applies to all the STX derailleurs, all the way from MC30 to MC38. And it doesn't matter whether you have a normal STX like this or an STX RC, this guide will help you out. Some tools you're going to need are some pliers, a pick, a hex set, a nut driver or a wrench, and a screwdriver. Alright, now that the pulleys are out, we can now service the springs. So first start with the P-spring. Just take this clip and pull it out. Alright, so as you just saw, this part came out all the way from there and it sprung out, so now we just take it off. Then comes the seal, then you push out the bolt along with another seal, and then comes the spring. Alright, now for the B knuckle, all you do is just unscrew this little pin here. This is a 2mm bolt, so it's pretty small. Alright, now comes out the little pin, and it just springs out, just like that. There comes the cage, and a seal, and the spring. Alright, now with the derailleur completely taken apart, it is time to clean. And remember, if you have any rust on your derailleur, you want to make sure to clean it off first before using a vapor rust or metal rescue. To clean off the derailleur, I like to use some kind of cleaner or degreaser. In my case, I'm going to be using an ultrasonic cleaner. And before using a degreaser, just give the parts a little bit of a brush off if they have heavy dirt on them. And remember, if you're using brake cleaner or something heavy, stay away from the plastic. And all I'm using for the ultrasonic cleaner is water and dish soap. Alright, now everything is cleaned down, and after that I also gave some of the chrome parts a quick wax with this Quick-Glo. Alright, first you want to make sure you grease up the inside of the pinnacle housing, and then go ahead and drop in your spring. And you want to put it with the little recessed part, see it goes in a little bit. You want to put this up so the seal can fit over it. On the other side here, remember the seal, and then go ahead and insert the bolt. Now you want to put on the second seal, and you're actually going to have two. So remember, this is the smaller one that goes on the pinnacle. Alright, now you want to put on your little retaining ring. You can take out the bolt. You can take out the screw from here to make it easier to turn. And make sure it goes all the way down, and you want to rotate this part all the way around behind here. I also like to use a pair of pliers to kind of grab this and turn it around. Alright, so when you do get your retaining ring on, you want to press hard, it doesn't come off, and then get your clip and put it on. Alright, same thing for the binnacle, grease up the inside of that parallelogram, and then here you want to put the seal on, and then put on the spring with the thinner side down. So the thin side goes into one of these holes. Alright, and there's two holes, and you might be wondering which one do I put it in. So this one right here is the looser one, and this one right here is the tighter one. So I'm just going to go ahead and put it in the tight one. You want to get this end of the spring and put it in the little hole right there. Alright, now once you feel that the spring touches the cage all the way down, you want to rotate it all the way around. You're going to rotate it all the way around, and push it down before it touches that. Now you want to hold it, and then you're going to put in the pin into the hole right there. Alright, so when it's down on the spot, you want to get your pin, grease it up, and then put it in. It might be a little bit hard. Just put it in there and then start screwing it in. And just screw it in until it stops. Now before I put the pulleys on, I want to take some time to polish it up, just because all the grease is already in the knuckles and it won't be interfering with the polish. For the polishing, all I'm using is some of this Autosol metal aluminum polish and a Dremel. And here's just a quick before after for you guys. Here's before, and here's some after the polishing. You see, makes it just nothing too crazy, just makes it shine a little better. So yeah. Alright, now the polishing's done. It really brings this thing back to life. And now let's do the pulleys. Alright, for the center on bushing, you want to put a little bit of grease in between the steel part and this other steel bushing. And then you want to grease the inside of this too. Remember, just put a little bit on, nothing too crazy, and put on the little metal seals and slide it on. Alright, and same story for the tension pulley. Make sure you grease it up, then tighten the bolts, put on the clamp and the barrel adjuster, and also remember the little stopper B-screw right there. And when you did that, you got yourself a fully rebuilt derailleur. So the Dremel saved me some time when polishing because I didn't have to sand. So remember guys, if you have an old derailleur, don't replace it, just rebuild it. Don't be afraid to use these older parts. Subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next one.